Shalom. Allah start out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Kakadash, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to those who let this pushing this truth across the four corners of earth, all faith, truth, and sincerity. All right, it's the brother. I'm on the bar from the Birmingham Camp, Alabama GMS. The wicked sin is going to just about how the Lord Yahushua gonna bring his judgment, his great judgments upon this world of the so-called white man Edomite's world. The Lord Yahushua finna spring forth and bring horrific judgments upon this wicked world. And he's gonna start with the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Israelites, which are the Lord's chosen people. He's gonna start out in his house, but he's gonna start out with the ones that know the Israelites too. That ain't right. That know this truth. And then the rest of Israel. That ain't right. 2/3. The Lord Yahushua gonna make known His power and judgments upon this wicked kingdom of Edomites. In the earth. You gonna know there's a higher power and control, in the midst of you hearing about horrific deaths and people just dying in numbers. It's gonna get bad out here. As we head forward in these prophecies that the Lord Yahushua, that the men of the Lord from the Apostle Elder Brother Great Millstone been teaching, been warning you, prophesying and telling you, the Lord Yahushua finna bring great judgments, and He's gonna bring wrath and destruction. His great wrath and destruction gonna bring upon this wicked kingdom Edomite's world. And until you hard-headed so-called Negro, Latino natives that don't want to come out of the ways of Babylon the Great, America. The mindset, the philosophies, or you still in these Baptist churches, and you in these these false doctrines. You believing in these false teachers that gonna lead you to the destruction, which the Lord Yahushua gonna bring upon 2/3 of the nation Israel, Israelites. That ain't right. But I'm getting into it. It's Ezekiel 14:21. For thus said the Lord power, how much more when I send my fourfold judgment upon Jerusalem, the sword and the famine and the noisome beasts and the pestilence, to cut off from it man and beast. So Lord Yahushua, He gonna bring His soulful judgments upon Jerusalem. And Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. So like I said in the beginning, the so-called Negro, Latino natives are the chosen people of the Lord. But those that ain't right, the Lord Yahushua gonna send those judgment upon, on the Israelites, the so-called Negro, Latino natives. The sword, He gonna send that sword and come by, those martial law troops, all hell breaking loose out here in the society, getting gunned down or whatnot. The famine, which that's gonna come about. People gonna be taken off guard, when they food shortages, man. That's ahead, man. What's his name? I think Glenn Beck. It was a video brother put up. I think it was Elder Yashawampa. He had put up about Glenn Beck. He was saying he said before this end of this year, expect a famine in the land, in the earth, and here in America, Babylon the Great. If I'm not mistaken, he said, I think he said America, but he said in general, it's gonna be a famine, just across countries, people gonna feel it. People gonna feel, seeing, these foods, these stores, your grocery stores not having your meats and vegetables filled up like they used to. It's gonna shrink. People gonna have, like I say, they're rationing. The scripture says, you gonna eat your bread and water with measure. So you're gonna have to be careful how you eat. Now you can be second, you got a second think like, damn, I can't eat too much of this, bread and meat, and I can't drink. I can't drink no much of this water. I gotta save some of the water. Now people gonna be resulting to that now. Really pondering, being careful about how they eating their food and drinking their water now. That's common, man. That's that famine. And you got people out here really just out here, fighting to survive. Killing their neighbor for or food or whatever, for the great tribulation, the great troubles that are ahead that's coming to this world, or the so-called Edomite world, into America, Babylon the Great, man. Especially here. These people in America can't go a day without eating. Can't go 24 hours without eating. So how much more? How much you I ain't gonna say a day, an hour, 30 minutes, whatever. So when things start to really, this food prices gonna be jumping up more and so forth. Now you gotta, be more careful how you go about eating your food, and not eat so much. But it's gonna get to the point where people gonna be out here, they ain't got no food ain't no store in the stores, or ain't no food in their refrigerator. So they gonna be trying to rob those that got it, I got food stored up, whatever, But like I said, those times, the bad times are ahead, man. And nothing but bad times, and no good times ahead for America, Babylon Great. But and to it's the world in general, or the so-called Esau Edomite world, is this rulership. But reading on, the Lord Yahushua gonna bring those norms of beasts and pestilence. The Lord Yahushua got newly created beasts, animals that you ain't seen in the zoo or whatnot. You gonna see them out here running around, popping up at you, just, man, putting you to death, man. You have beasts, animals you have not seen in the zoo or on TV like that, or at all. It's something gonna be just like, what is this? Something that you probably see in a sci-fi movie or whatever. Something that you see on TV, a sci-fi movie, whatever. You be like, man, what is this? And you gonna get judged by that beast animal that the Lord Yahushua has for you. The pestilence and different diseases that are gonna be out here. And there's a bird flu going around, man, right there in that central part of Nebraska and Iowa, where that that part right there, that Midwest is where a lot of crops and stuff at, Lord Yahushua, he bringing those pestilence that way, killing the chickens are getting sick, and they ain't good to be pushed out to the people, so they killing them off. So the Lord Yahushua, he bringing those pestilence, those diseases, man. Food shortages are gonna come with that. Just shortage of chicken gonna come, cause like I said, that Midwest part is where a lot of goods get pushed out into America, Babylon the Great, into the stores. Cause that Midwest part, like I said, a lot of crop fields, and it's a large mass of that. So if that get hit up, and the chickens and so forth get hit up by pestilence, diseases, whatever, they're getting sick, or ain't no good or whatnot, then hey, expect things to be drastic times are horrific times are ahead. Cause people get caught off guard, like, man, ain't no more. Man, you gonna see your goddamn restaurant chicken, Popeyes shut down, not open, or they might close early due to chicken shortages. That's ahead, man. That's coming. And that what the men of the Lord from Pastor Ezra, brethren, Great Millstone, warning you about. That the Lord Yahushua finna cut this shit off, man. Playtime and having fun, all that shit, then Funland finna be over with. That's coming, man. But so from there, go to there to Jeremiah 51:47. Therefore, behold, the days come that I will judge Therefore, behold, the days come that I will do judgment upon the graven images of Babylon. So the Lord Yahushua, he gonna bring judgment on the graven images of Babylon. Like I said, these false, idols, and all the things that's here in America, Babylon the Great. The Lord Yahushua gonna bring it, bring judgment upon it. All these, your top people, as or celebrities, whatever, and that those that that Lord Yahushua, they ain't right. The Lord Yahushua gonna bring judgment upon it. Like I said, all the things here in America, Babylon, they're gonna be destroyed. When the Lord Yahushua returns, in the chairs, in the chairs, so-called UFO. But like I said, and the thermonuclear missiles that gonna be shot to America, Babylon the Great. And then the Lord gonna be judgment. He gonna bring judgment with that fire well with the chariots when we return. But read on, and her whole land shall be confounded, and all her slain shall fall in the midst of her. So yeah. So this place, America, Babylon the Great gonna be confounded. All these things, all the lies and deceptions and everything, that this whore, these devils, Esau, Edomites has pushed out. It's gonna be confounded with this truth of the world, Lord Yahushua. Truth is gonna be, made known, And these devils, Esau, Edomites, they are dirt. The dirt that they do and all that, the unrighteous things they do is gonna be exposed more and more. In this place, America, Babylon Great, that you thought that was all supposed to be, all good, gonna be really is just a nothing but a wicked, just unrighteous place. Nothing but full of just lies and robbery and deceit and and wickedness, man. That ain't right according to the scriptures of the word of Lord Yahushua. The King James Bible. So this place is the Lord Yahushua. The Lord Yahushua, he gonna bring judgment upon this wicked place, man. Those that ain't right. If you're not part of the righteous number, the 144,000 and 1/3 of the nation of Israel Israelites, or the so-called Negro Latino natives, then you are just destined for the slain, the destruction of the Lord Yahushua, to get put to death, and like I say, and that's what's coming. Nothing good is coming, man. Nothing's good come to America, Babylon Great, to the wicked kingdom, Esau Edomites world, But and go from there to Hosea 65. Therefore have I hewn them by the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth. So yeah. So like I said, from the policy of the Brother Great Millstone, the men of the Lord that had his truth of the word of the Lord, had his truth of the word of the Lord Yahushua, the Lord Yahushua has, hewn. He has made his word known to his prophets. You should be trembling and obeying and following the men of the Lord that have this truth of the word of the Lord Yahushua. The word of the Lord is Bible, this truth. That the men of the Lord, they had the spirit of power Yahushua on them, telling you, about what's to come, the warning, giving you warning, because by the word being pushed out, the Lord Yahushua, he's gonna bring forth the judgments, by the this word coming out by the prophets of the men of the Lord, from the apostles of Brother Great Millstone, the men of the Lord that had the truth. We speak the word, and giving you the word through the spirit power of Yahushua, and the Lord Yahushua, he hears his men, his prophets, his men, giving you warning, telling you, prophesying, sign and crying all the wickedness that's going on. We crying to the Lord, bring down to to bring his righteous judgments upon his wicked kingdom, Esau Edomite's world, and upon America, Babylon Great, and upon those so-called Negro, Latino, Native Israelites, the leaders of Israel, they ain't right, to bring judgment upon them, and it's gonna be made known, who the Lord Yahweh Shai is dealing with when it's all said and done. Who the Lord Yahweh Shai has mercy on, who he had his hedge of protection on, who the ones that had the truth, the knowledge of the Lord Yahweh Shai, with them, understand the word about it, the righteous ways of the Lord Yahweh Shai, the prophecies, understand the prophecy, the mysteries of the Bible, telling you about certain breakdowns, certain things that these Baptist churches preachers are going to follow, understand the prophecy. So they can't tell you, they can't tell you about what's about to come. Only men, Lord, from Apostle Ellsberg, Great Millstone, that had this truth of the word of the Lord through the Spirit of Yahweh Shai gonna tell you, what's to come, and those judgments gonna come, man. Lord Yahweh Shai gonna bring those judgments, upon his wicked kingdom, Esau Edomites, from there, I'm gonna end off with this, because I ain't want to make this too long. Amos 5:24. But let judgment run down as waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream. So yeah, so judgment gonna run down as waters, man. You gonna see Lord Yahweh Shai, he gonna bring it, man. He gonna bring judgment upon those that those that ain't right, upon this no good, wicked ass place, man. America, Babylon the Great, these devils, these elites of Esau Edom, they know their time is running out. They know there's a higher power, and it's finna make known. He gonna make known his wrath, and his great wrath and judgment, horrific judgments is finna come down. But everybody else, so-called Negro, Latino, Native Israelites, they still just out and about, just living a so-called life in this wicked kingdom, knowing that a time gonna come when Lord Yahweh Shai is gonna bring those horrific judgments upon you. It's gonna come to a point where everything's gonna come to a stop. Lord Yahweh Shai gonna bring a just complete end to this place. The power and gonna go. The power gonna be going down and not gonna come back up. It's gonna get to that point of being in darkness and not having no food. People out here just killing each other to survive. Cannibalism coming back. Cannibalism is gonna happen. You're gonna be eating. People gonna be eating each other to survive. It's gonna get that bad. That's what's coming. There's no good times for America ahead, man. The Lord Yahweh Shai is setting this place up for great horrific judgments. And the only ones, like I said, only ones that in the know is the men of the Lord is in His truth. They're still in it. It's still in His truth. Still holding on to this faith and knowledge of the Lord Yahweh Shai, and continue to prophesy and push His word, and do all they can to just hope to be found worthy of the Lord Yahweh Shai for His mercy and deliverance, man. Cause what the Lord Yahweh Shai is a power to be feared, man. A terrible power to be feared, nothing to be played with. So the Lord Yahweh Shai is setting up. He's setting up, for the times that's ahead, and He's setting up those judgments for those that ain't right. The Lord Yahweh Shai, he got everything. He gonna have everything in position, to bring those judgment upon this wicked kingdom of Esau Edomites, and upon America, Babylon the Great, upon these proud people out here, man, that don't have no fear of the Lord Yahweh Shai, that think the Lord is all love and kindness, they just, going off with this devil Esau Edomite so-called white man, red man, has pushed out his lies and the deception of the word of the Lord, which that's coming to an end, man. This truth is out here, And if those that don't believe and don't have the faith of this word of the Lord, you know, of the word of the Lord, of the word of the Lord, of the word of the Lord of Yahweh Shai, they're gonna be put to death. You know, it's only a small number that gonna believe and have the faith of this word, this truth that the apostle, elders, and brethren of Great Millstone has been pushing out. It's pushing out through the Spirit power of Yahweh Shai, you know, and you gotta believe, you know, have faith in it that it's true, and which this is the way, this is the truth. Everything else is bullshit. When all said and done, you're gonna know that the King James Bible and the men of the Lord, the apostles, and the elders of Great Millstone, the men of the Lord, you know, of Great Millstone, you know, the men of the Lord is pushing the truth. You know, that you're gonna know that, hey, we, you know, the men of the Lord had it, and the apostles, elders of Great Millstone had it. You know, when everything's happening, it's gonna boil down to prophecy of the word of the Lord, this Bible, the King James version, you know, this book, you know, because all the other books is gonna be, you know, all the other books that's out there, and these preachers and so forth, they're gonna be wrong. They're gonna be confounded and just they're gonna be shocked. The scene with the horrific judgment that Lord Yahweh gonna bring, you know. So with that, I didn't want to make it too long. So again, I like it while praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh, by Hashem, Kakadash, to the apostles, elders, to the sisters, and brothers, to the few Aqua sisters. Do listen, keep the faith, and Yahweh, keep fighting. That say Shalom.